Ever found yourself in a situation where you need to give a colleague tough feedback, but you're unsure how to without causing offense? It's an art, really, navigating those tricky waters of critique and candor. In the professional world, this skill is indispensable, yet it's often a stumbling block. Why? Because telling someone they need to improve can be awkward, even uncomfortable. But fear not, we're here to turn that around. Finding the right words and tone can be a daunting task, but there's a more effective way to approach this. To master the art of giving feedback, we first need to understand the common pitfalls. Imagine you're navigating a labyrinth, and these pitfalls are the wrong turns that lead you away from your goal. The first such pitfall is being overly critical. When giving feedback, it's crucial to balance the critique with appreciation. It's not about sugarcoating, but about fostering an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. The second pitfall is vagueness. "You need to improve" is as clear as foggy London. Instead, be specific. Point out exactly what needs improvement and why. The third pitfall is avoidance. Yes, difficult conversations can be like a hot potato, but passing it around or throwing it away won't solve anything. Embrace the challenge, face it head on. Finally, the pitfall of not listening. Feedback should be a dialogue, not a monologue. Give the other person a chance to share their perspective. Avoiding these pitfalls is the first step towards giving feedback that is constructive, not destructive. So what's the secret to giving difficult feedback effectively? It's simpler than you might think. The key lies in the art of constructive feedback. Now, what does that mean? Constructive feedback is feedback that is actionable, specific, and focuses on behavior, not personality. Let's break that down. First, focus on behavior. Instead of saying, "You're always late," try, "I've noticed you've been coming in late recently." See the difference? It's not a personal attack, it's an observation. Next, be specific. Don't just say, "You need to do better." Instead, pinpoint exactly what they need to improve on. Offer clear, concrete examples that they can learn from. Lastly, offer solutions. Don't just point out the problem, help them understand how they can do better. Remember, the goal of feedback is to help the person improve, not to criticize or belittle them. Now, let's put these principles into practice with some real-life examples. Imagine you have a colleague who's consistently late for meetings. Rather than saying, "Your tardiness is disrespectful and unprofessional," you could say, "When you're late for meetings, it can disrupt our workflow and make it harder for the team to stay on schedule. What can we do to help ensure you're able to join us on time?" Notice how this approach focuses on the behavior, the impact, and a potential solution, rather than labeling the person. It's not about blaming, it's about finding ways to improve. Another example. Suppose you need to address a teammate's poor performance on a project. Instead of confronting them with, "Your work was subpar on this project," you might say, "I noticed some areas in the project that didn't meet our usual standards. Can we talk about what happened and how we can enhance the quality next time?" Timing is just as crucial as the message itself. Choose a private, quiet setting and a time when the other person can focus on the conversation, not when they're rushing off to another meeting or stressed about a deadline. And remember, feedback should be a dialogue, not a monologue. Encourage them to share their thoughts and feelings and listen with empathy. With these tips and examples, you're now equipped to give difficult feedback in a way that promotes growth and improvement. Giving difficult feedback doesn't have to be a dreaded task. Let's quickly revisit what we've learned. First, we discovered the art of delivering tough messages, understanding the importance of empathy and timing. Then we explored common pitfalls to avoid, like being overly critical or vague. Next, we delved into the key to effective feedback, highlighting the value of being specific, constructive, and solution-oriented. And finally, we shared practical examples and tips to make the process less daunting and more productive. Mastering this skill can significantly enhance your relationships and productivity at work. It's an investment in your personal growth and your team's success. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. We hope you found this guide helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and practical tips. Share your experiences with giving feedback in the comments below. Remember, practice makes perfect.